So this client Dennis here has a massive rat infestation, so he's tried all tactics and strategies from repellents to traps, and the activity persists. What makes our job interesting? You never know what's gonna be on the other side of these doors. So you actually hear them?
Oh yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, on my ceiling. That's what I'm talking about. In the attic.
You hear it like they're
running across the top, and then back and forth, and then sometimes one chases him, and you hear this little, and then off he goes.
They're playing.
Yeah, they're playing or fighting or whatever they do.
Yeah. Or mating.
Mating.
Yeah. That's part of it.
Yeah, the little babies were, we killed those. I guess they just died. I hope I killed them.
And then you put the fogger in there and it's done?
Yeah, well, I put 3 days of it. I did it. And so I used at least 3 cans. But at least made her move them.
Yeah.
But
yeah, a lot of times the female rat will take them and relocate them.
Probably did.
Yeah.
She had to hurry because they'll be brain damaged by the time she gets the 3rd one out. It was so bad in there. I closed them up. I hope it made a difference.
Have you had the wooden snap traps? They flip over and you don't trap them.
Well, my friend, he was always setting them. I'd never set them.
Right, but they would flip over.
But they would flip over. Yeah, in San Francisco, we nailed them to a plank before. And if we didn't do that, at least had some cord, because they'll pull themselves off into some place you can't get them. And those big sewer rats, we're talking, they're bigger than squirrels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And they run off with the traps.
Like on your videos, you had more of those.
It was that bad in the bed. You slept out here, so you don't want to get them crawling all over you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I couldn't stand with all that scratching and chewing. One was chewing, one was scratching, one was chasing the other one. Winter was bad.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they'd be in the wall. See that wall when you
by the bed.
The left, coming in. Yeah. When you walk in the bedroom, the one right on the left, that wall.
Yep.
They're in there. They go from the attic. They can enter every single wall, and you come down whatever they want.
Yeah.
I think the original thing was the roof. Somehow getting through the little vents, the little side thing. There's one vent up there.
Yeah, we're gonna find how they're getting in. All right, so I'm heading over to my brother Dave. He's starting the inspection because this is process number 1. You've got to figure out how they're getting in and why they're getting in. Let's head over to Dave right now.
Probably easier on the outside. There's another gap there that's more than a half of an inch. There's rat droppings on the floor too right there.
Here's another reason why right here. You could see that the rats are taking over this pantry because the food source. Now, if it's the roof rat, meaning if it's an outside rat, they have an amazing sense of smell. They can smell and detect any type of food source literally 10 miles away.
So we're in the garage area and you can see this is just wide open to the outside. They're getting onto these contents here and our customer's leaving the window open so you could see the amount of traffic. These are the rub marks. Good indication that the rats are coming and going here. But look at this, they chewed the screen to get right into this room. Look at the window seal here. Look at the amount of droppings. Then right here, go inside you. So this is the kitchen area. Check this out. So from the outside, check out this bedroom.
When we take on jobs like this, the interesting part is you never know how many rats are inside. That's what's exciting here. It could be 1, 2, 10, 20. You just never know. So the mirrors, you guys, he was laying here and he happened to look up and he was seeing the rats come across. So these mirrors actually gave him a visual perspective on what was going on while he was sleeping. And then he was actually hearing them above the mirror area. So let's take a look and see how much stuff's above this bed. Ooh. Oh yeah, some big rat droppings right there. Chewing on the book. Oh, dead rat. Where? Right here. See his tail? Yeah, I bet you they're in this couch. Kind of flip it this way, Jim. Nope.
rat droppings here.
Big old nest, no?
No.
Really?
No.
There's behind the couch, Dave's over the way.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, it's time to get rid of this food source.
This shit needs to be stored. This is good. So when you're dealing with a rat infestation, obviously you've got to seal everything up. But in this particular situation, whatever's left into the house, we need to make sure that they stay there for effective trapping. So this is what we're doing.
You can see we sealed the bottom of those doors there, leading to the kitchen. And we're gonna seal this door shut.
See, we took some wire mesh right here, screen these openings off so they can't come from the attic and then escape to this room right here.
So what David is saying is we've got to isolate the rats and keep them inside the house. We're going to show you that in just a bit. One of the most amazing multi-catch rat traps ever made. It literally swallows these rats up. And we're going to prove that to you here shortly. Rats will have windows on the outside.
You can see the windows left open. And right here, you can see the rub marks right here, rat droppings. The rub marks continue right here, and then they're dropping down.
So we got to find every hole on the outside and get all the food source out from underneath this house. So the guys are getting this door here completely sealed up. This window is going to be completely shut, and then this window here, the end, is going to be completely shut, and we're going to fasten that as well. Oh, yeah. Here's that outside door. All right, so we have everything sealed up on the outside. We've got all of the food source completely stowed away. Now it's time to bait and set up the multi-catch twins rat vac. So this is the bait plate right here. That's the ingress. And that's the Jiffy Corn Muffin Mix, mixed in with the crunchy peanut butter. So when you bait our bait plate, it's really important to add a little bit here to the ingress that gets their head in, and then a little bit more where our sensor is, and then a lot more. They're never ever gonna touch this because by the time they get to this point right here, they're completely sucked in. And that's what's great about the Twins Rat Vac is it's a true multi-catch over and over and over again.
Put some sunflower seeds and dog food, give a little bit of a different aroma. And once they get comfortable and their heads are in here, they get to smell the amount of bait down here, and that's what drives them into the rat vac.
All right, so we're gonna place the vacuum drum back here. We have some of our enzyme. A good rule of thumb, if you guys are gonna buy the rat vac, you have the vacuum. See these tabs right here? If you fill up a little bit past those tabs, that's a really good rule of thumb as far as, because the bigger rats will sometimes sit on those. So we're gonna add a little bit more water to this. As far as the vacuum size, we get questioned all the time. The NXT Rigid 6.5 HP is the ultimate for large rats, mice, and even squirrels. But if you have a 5.0 for big rats, we do not recommend it. Always recommend a 6.5. You know, as a professional rat exterminator that has a very demanding schedule, having a single rat trap like this just does not fit for us because we're so busy, we don't have time to come back and forth. That's what's great about the rat vac. And then a way to test it, turn it to the side, and here's the sensor box right here. So you just take it, slide it past the sensor, and you are activated. Shut this back off. You're going to insert the bait plate, and that secures the bait plate. So Dave wants to position it right by that bed, underneath that bed.
What we'll do is we'll take this Victor trap, we'll take this bait plate off like this.
Challenge.
Then what we'll do is we will take this, utilize the spring like this, then we'll set it under here, compress it to the bed like that, and that'll secure the rat vac. Thank you, Victor. Look at that, solid now. They're worthless to catch rats, especially the catch masters. But to secure cameras, I think it's pretty.
I think it should be called the Camera Masters. All right, you guys, I have a quick idea. I've never ever used this. I've seen a lot of customers try it. So let's see if it works. And here's how I'm going to test it. I'm going to take this apple that's already been rat chewed, and I'm going to douse it and spray it really, really well. And we're going to put a lot on there. Then we're going to set up a camera. We're going to place the apple right here in the corner.
You see there's been a lot of activity, so this is a really active spot for the rats. You can see he's already placed rat traps. They flipped over. So what we're gonna do, you can secure them right to the wall. Now we're gonna go ahead and activate the trap. We're gonna come up here, hit our bait tugger right there, which activates this trap much faster. Here we go. So the homeowner has a dog running back and forth.
Again, she has to be able to come in, you know, eventually.
So what I'm trying to do is, if we keep this door shut,
Right.
keep
We can
this
do that.
door shut,
Yeah, I know.
so he can,
Right,
dog can
right.
stay in this little little area.
Yeah, she's.
So that way, because if these doors are open, rats are either going to come in
Yeah,
or
I
go.
know. Okay.
So see, we sealed all this off,
Yeah. I think that's makes sense.
but
Yeah.
if this door stays open and this door stays open,
Yeah.
then the rats are going to get right back in.
Right. And this window does close. I don't know why it's not.
That's sealed off now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I understand.
What if we leave the water bowl there and keep this door shut
Okay.
and this door shut,
Right. Okay.
just for the next 7 days?
We can do that.
That's all we need.
do that. She stays out here most of the time anyway. She doesn't even come to see me until about 4:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, all right. When you walk out, you'll just keep this door shut
Yeah, we'll keep
and this
shut.
door shut all the time.
Right.
Because we don't want them to escape.
Right. What about the her dog door? You know, you want this?
We can leave that for right now.
Okay, right now. Okay.
But this door here, as long as we keep this door shut,
Then they at least sealed out. Yeah, I got
this,
you. I got
that
you.
way, whatever we've got in the house,
Yeah.
they can't get in.
Yeah.
And then there's a nesting site here, so I set up a trap.
Oh, good.
See, the cameras will tell us what we're dealing with.
Right. Dave, you've got to do the rat dance maybe tomorrow or today.
How would it make you feel once these rats are out of your house?
It'll just be wonderful to get them out. Yeah.
Well, it's been a few days, guys. Check out the footage underneath that bed. The big challenge here is to make sure that Dennis is removing all of the food source, because those rats aren't really hitting the traps yet, you guys. And as you know, the condition of that house makes it very challenging for us to determine if he's leaving dog food or other foods out for those rats. We're just gonna have to continue to monitor. All right, we are about to pull up to a rat infestation. They're saying it's concentrated in the kitchen area. Another pest control company recommended us, claiming that they've sealed everything around the outside, and they're saying that it has to be the sewer rat. So let's go in and meet the clients here in a little bit. The team should roll up, see what we can do to figure this one out. But this is gonna be an interesting one. How's it going?
Good.
They're being loud, huh?
No, those are our dogs.
No, it's getting out of hand as far as the wall.
So they're still concentrated over here, but 2 nights ago I did see one poking around in the home office over here, and I've never seen them over here.
Okay.
But it was only one, but they're
So you have seen them in the kitchen?
the kitchen, upstairs, and the garage.
Okay. When was the last time you saw them in the kitchen?
Me,
Yeah.
maybe maybe a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago? Okay.
My mother-in-law sees them more frequently
Okay.
because she's more of a night owl than my wife and I, because we're asleep at night, and she's, my mother-in-law kind of sleeps at different hours.
And so the other company said it's sewer rats.
Basically, until the plumbing was redone because of the pipe bursting and all that,
Yeah.
they had pretty much never noticed rats. They would see a mouse every so often,
Okay.
but never rats, especially to this
Level.
degree. So I'm wondering if when the plumbing was redone, that maybe they didn't cap the sewer line or something. Something went.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. So we're going to get up on the roof, do a smoke test, and then also do some inspection around as well for any potential holes that maybe the other guys missed.
Okay.
Okay?
That's fine. Yeah.
And then I'll keep you posted.
So I'll put the dogs in the back.
Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl.
Hey, this is my mother-in-law.
Oh, hi there.
I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you. She knows all the details.
I hope I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the dogs will be okay while we...
Oh, they're fine.
I told him that most of the activity is in the three places: the garage.
They're
upstairs,
at this
kitchen.
point they're probably everywhere because of what you're citing.
Yeah, I
was.
told him. Yeah.
Yeah, but so
Okay.
now who knows?
We have to figure out where they're getting in, how they're getting in. Once we determine that, we seal that up,
Yeah.
and then I have a game plan for getting them out. But we're all going to have to work together on that second and final phase.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, Jimmy.
But we'll work it
I
out.
feel most at fault here.
No, we'll work it
I
out.
do. I feel very much at fault.
Why do you feel
I
that?
don't know because there's you'll see.
Okay.
You'll see. Okay, it's all mine. Unless it's the other situation, which it seems like it might be.
Sewer.
Because if
Yeah.
it's that, what
Yeah.
in the world?
We can figure that out. That's what we specialize in.
Oh.
Myra, so plug that in so we can start getting some light. So where do you see the most activity?
Okay, so hearing is one thing, seeing is another. So
Yep.
like a week ago,
Yep.
so I was getting water and I heard a sound. I came out and it was right in the middle. We had less chaos here,
Okay.
but it was right there, and it seemed like we were making eye to eye. And I thought they were supposed to be a little blind and follow tracks near the
Yeah.
wall. And so this one looked like we made eye contact, and then I screamed, and it just did this weird hunch and jump and ran into this.
Into there? Okay.
So it kept running into this corner and disappearing. And the refrigerator that we had before this is pretty new. Suddenly all the water's coming out. And we're like, oh my goodness, we need another refrigerator. Well, no, when they took it out to put this one, and he said 3 rat heads. And then the hose, they had chewed, I guess, through the hose of the water.
water hose.
Yeah, it was just very weird.
And then are you hearing them in the walls?
I was hearing them a lot in the walls.
Can you show me that?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And so since they've closed off, you haven't
Yeah,
heard any?
I haven't heard it. But I
Okay.
heard it a lot on this wall. A lot.
Okay.
This wall.
Okay. But this kitchen is the hot spot.
This kitchen, a lot of things happen in this kitchen.
Is there a bathroom close by there where that wall is?
we were
No
going-
plumbing.
No.
The reason why I say that is because when we do the smoke test, we're going to be testing your waste and vent system. So I
Okay.
need to know where all the plumbing fixtures are, and
Okay.
then if you're hearing noises, close to any plumbing fixtures.
Okay, so that's where we saw lots of them. We got plumbing, we redid all the plumbing, but this was all open. They took out the whole backside.
Okay.
We had a hole here.
And how long was that open for?
Oh, a long time. So we were thinking, before we never had rats.
Quick question for you. Where do the dogs get fed?
So now here.
But when the
and
wall,
now-
so when that hole was open back then,
Yeah, we didn't have any dogs.
you didn't have any dogs?
No.
Okay, got it. But now you feed them in here.
Now it's usually in here, side by
Okay.
side.
So
But
then
the
we'll have it here.
loudest sounds I heard was,
Oh.
it sounded like it was, I counted, they did it like more than 10 times.
And
But it
where was
like-
that? Upstairs?
It was upstairs.
Yeah, let's go upstairs real quick,
And-
you guys.
We're coming up, sweetheart.
Okay.
And so it was from the corner, the right corner, where you can see, this is some very old excrement. I was told not to clean it.
Okay. So you hear them on this side.
I was hearing them running. I haven't heard them lately. So when we had all the plumbing done,
Okay.
this door was open. It's been
Oh.
closed since that.
Did they catch anything in there?
I said, "Oh, are you going to check the traps?" They go, "No."
They don't check it. They just
I
want you to
asked them
smell
to,
it.
and they said, "No, we know. We'll know."
Oh. Anything there?
A lot of rat grease on these pipes.
Let's leave that open, you guys, while we do the smoke test. Any holes to the outside, Brian?
It's
Do you see the kitchen line?
no, not from here.
Okay. Yeah, they're just bringing a lot of food and stuff underneath the couch.
Oh, wow.
Oh wait, this is. Yeah, something happened here. Well, what we're gonna have to do, I can just be straightforward with you guys.
We have to do
In
it.
order to get these rats out of here, we're gonna have to get every bit of food. Everything has to be fully contained. Otherwise, all of the trapping that I set here is going to be worthless, and you
Okay.
guys are going to be paying for something that's not going to work. There could be two issues here. You could have a waste and sewer vent. We're gonna rule that out. But when you gave me that information with that stucco being open,
Yeah.
and the food being in the kitchen, the rats outside could be coming in for the food, and then once they get in with all of this stuff, they begin to nest. Rats need two things: food and shelter. So you don't think it's going to be a sewer rat, you think it's going to be
both.
So you saw a rat go from
Just straight across,
okay,
and then he disappeared. And as soon as I turned off my flashlight,
Okay.
I saw daylight. Yeah, there's daylight where the attic vents are.
Yep.
But it wasn't anything like that.
So there's daylight in the attic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go check that out. Go ahead, Brian. And then you'll meet us in close to the attic, okay?
Yeah. Right there. Check that out. Can you see the daylight?
Oh yeah.
Saw him run just straight across on that wire.
Okay.
I saw him up until there, and then he disappeared. So I had to walk over.
And he went up. Okay. They do the exclusion work. It's gonna be the roof rat. Alright, so I have Brian going in. Okay, Enrique's got the smoke machine. We're gonna start with the waste and vent system, but I think we're dealing with the roof rat, to be quite honest with you. This roof is shot. Are we getting any smoke in the attic?
No, nothing in the attic.
Okay, me and Enrique are checking inside the house. We're not seeing anything yet either. Once we rule the waste and vent out, we'll start focusing on the roof rat, but you guys need to start identifying any type of daylight.
We already have one of the attic vents. The wire mesh had deteriorated, or it was two, they can't tell.
Okay,
But it's
I'll head up there. What's up, guys?
Well, if you can see it from here.
Yeah. Is there droppings and stuff too?
Honestly, I wasn't able to tell.
Guys, we gotta figure out how they're getting in though.
He took a video of checking out where the rat went.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah. All right there. Rodent droppings, nesting materials, all of the above.
Show the audience. Shut the light off. Maybe you can see the daylight.
I was able to see his fingers through there.
Yeah, so there's a hole right there. Okay, so Brian is still down below here. Let's see what we can do to find that hole. So right here. So this has nothing to do with the sewer rat. Definitely the roof rat. Here's what's happening. We're utilizing off this tree here, coming onto here. There's an access right there. The other third problem is she said that outside stucco was open for a very long time. That's an indication right there with the amount of food and the amount of content that's inside this house. It just became a rat infestation. They end up just taking over the home. The rats that are born in this home stay in the home. Why? Because they have shelter and they have food source. So the challenge with this job is they have to cooperate with keeping all of the food source completely stowed away. And that's gonna be the issue with trapping here effectively. You can see they did the exclusion work right here. We're gonna go ahead and remove these tiles. Brian is still in the attic waiting for us, but I think the rats have chewed through the roofing paper.
Yo,
Hey, can you see the light?
yeah, I can.
You can see the light.
And that's where the rat was.
Yeah, that's where he exited from.
Okay, all right, hang tight. There it is right there. All right, they are gonna go with us on the second phase. I made it very, very clear. We're gonna need their help to make sure that all food source is thrown away in the trash and no dog food left out. Otherwise, the trapping is gonna be a nightmare. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with all of the exclusion work. Also gonna set up the rat vac in that kitchen where the hot spot is. Start getting these rats out of here. Enrique's getting ready to do the chimney, guys. Brian's getting all the screws ready. What are those for? Are those wood screws or metal screws?
These are metal screws.
Nice, good test for the day. Okay, and then we got Anthony over here getting all of the twin traps ready to go. Where are you gonna put those, in the kitchen or the attic?
Attic? Attic, yeah.
Yep, exactly.
We're setting up the rat vac in the kitchen, right?
Yep, exactly. How many rats do you guys think we're gonna get out of here?
5.
5? Okay.
I give or take like 3 to 5.
3 to 5, okay. What do you think?
I'd say like, I want to go high. I think like 6 or 7.
Nice, okay.
6 or 7.
I'm gonna go 10. 5 on top, 5 on the bottom. Let's see. Nice, I like that step. It's like the rat weave dance. All right, so while the team is getting everything excluded, we're gonna get the rat vac and the traps set up in the attic and the kitchen. We got the rat vac in the kitchen, and then we're gonna set up 2 twin traps up in the attic through that little door above that room. And it's all about depleting all food right now.
And let's say we eat a lot of the snacky type things. So the cardboard, they're gonna go through the cardboard.
eat right through
so
it.
just put it in the containers, everything.
Yeah, just take one of
Contain
those,
it,
drop it in
and
there,
put
contain it. That's exactly
Okay.
right. Are these fresh apples? Take all that out right
Yeah,
here.
or just refrigerate and freeze things.
There you go.
Refrigerate, freeze,
And store.
contain.
There you
Store.
go.
Oh, then the pantry. So the pantry will just have the containers. Because I just remembered some things.
Do they get in the pantry sometimes?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see it.
All of this has to be contained.
And also, the really shocking when we saw the rat, my daughter made an enchilada casserole. And we opened the oven, and the rat was right there in the casserole in the oven.
Oh, oh my gosh.
So now I have the oven.
In here?
Yeah. But we have food in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like right here.
Oh my.
After all that, and then we still use it like
Yeah.
that right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little battle, but we'll get it.
Yeah,
We'll get
thank
it. That is unbelievable with the rat in the oven on top of the casserole, and then they add more food in there and leave it like that. I don't get the mentality, you guys, but I think she's understanding what they need to do. I'm gonna hold them accountable for their part for sure, because that's a crazy story right there. We're just about to pull up at Brandon's house. We got one in the attic. It was a really nice hit. How are you? Good seeing you guys.
Hey, how's it going?
We're getting there.
Yes,
That's
we're
the
getting
problem.
And the activity's lessened, right?
I heard the night before last,
Yeah.
behind the refrigerator.
Okay.
I have a ways to go to like clearing all the food
Yeah.
stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I see him. The one comes up. I don't know, is there still food in there? Oh, that's
Oh
not.
Lord.
Yeah.
So they're coming for this.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why we can't trap. Because if there's food in here, they're not going to ever hit the traps. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just continue to monitor. Again, you see the food out. That turkey in the oven since Thanksgiving. It's just going to prolong, and that's what people don't quite understand. They expect us to come in and do the magic and get the rats out, but under those conditions, it's very, very difficult. That's why the rat vac hasn't gotten any. All right, we're back at Dennis's house. It's been a little challenging, guys, I've got to admit, but check out the footage with the Tomcat repellent. That rat was all over that apple. The challenging part of this job, guys, is obviously the environment inside the house. We have no idea if Dennis is being disciplined with the food source because the rats, they're not going after the bait as quickly as what we wanted. And that's telling us that there's still food left over. So we're gonna go check that out right now. We're also gonna have to figure out the rat vac because he obviously told us he wasn't gonna be in that room a lot, and that hasn't been the case. He's been in that room quite a bit. In fact, he messed with the rat vac and it's completely relocated. Let's go assess the situation.
Hey, yeah. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, it's all right. It's quiet.
It's quiet, right?
It's strange. It's like,
And you think there's one in the rat vac?
I think so.
Okay.
If he's in there, give it up. Because he's not.
Yeah, it looks like you moved our rat back too.
I didn't mean to. I kept tripping over.
Okay, no worries.
I tried.
Okay, let's check it out.
About the second day. No?
No.
No, I don't know.
When it comes to trapping,
Yeah.
if we've sealed everything,
Right,
which
right.
we've done,
Which we've done, yeah.
then that means there's other food source around. Let me go
Yeah,
check something out real quick here.
Just about this long with the tails. It's just enough to be like
Let me go check something here.
a. Yeah.
You've seen some.
I was hoping to see what is. I did cook a turkey. There's turkey inside the oven.
There hasn't been any rats in
Not
here.
in here, but on the bottom, there's droppings in there.
Yeah, they can get in here and then they can go up. See right here?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Dennis. You can tell that they've eaten it, the Cheez-Its.
Well, that was on since last night. No, that's because I stepped on it.
Do you nibble on them and then just kind of put them down?
No, it was stepped on. I put it back up there to keep it away from him. I'm exhausted at that point.
Yeah.
I have no energy for that kind of stuff. I don't have the energy that most people have.
It's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the rat back out of this room and then re-strategize by putting a twin trap in the kitchen and just start trapping one at a time. He said he would go ahead and dispose all the rats that we catch, so we'll just leave it at that right now. All right, well, let's see if what we get from there, and we'll be in touch. I'll continue to monitor, okay? Well, there's proof right there. Those Cheez-Its on the floor. Again, Dave and I can only do so much. I was really hoping to suck these rats out of that bedroom. He moved our rat trap, so I just took it out of there. He's gonna have to do his part for sure. Both of these rat jobs have been a nightmare. In fact, I put in my contracts, I was very, very detailed, that in the event homeowners don't comply by stowing away all of the food, removing the food source, and getting that kitchen completely cleaned and maintaining it, it's out of our control at that point. What I do feel good about these two rat jobs is us going and identifying how they're getting in. And that's what we can control. But once we get into the house, the day in and day out of living, we can never control. And I don't care if you put 20 rat backs and 20 twin traps, you're never gonna catch rats under these conditions. So guys, this episode unfortunately doesn't deserve the rat dance. Well, wait a minute, Dave. We sealed up the holes, we found the holes, so I think it deserves at least a half rat dance. Are you saying a half-ass dance, Rats? Yeah, dance? A half-ass rat dance. Because we did do 50% of the work. He does make a good point. So, well, I've never tried it, but here's the half-ass rat dance.
Another successful rat extermination. Job solved. We will see you